Good morning, everyone. My name is Richard Price. I'm the founder and CEO of Academia.edu, which I'm going to talk to you about this morning. So Academia does two things. We accelerate the research process itself, and we extend access to research to populations that previously did not have access to research. So on the acceleration front, we accelerate the collaboration process with a product called Sessions. So the way this works is people upload a draft of a paper that they're working on that's not yet published. Academics join the session and challenge the paper over a 20-day period. The author responds. Between 50 and 1,000 academics will join a session over that 20 days, leaving between 100 and 1,000 comments. On the another aspect of acceleration we do is credentialing. So how does the community know whether a paper is any good or not? That is based on peer review. It's based on the paper being credentialed by other experts in the field. And we have a score which is zoomed out on that screen called paper rank, which is a function of how many people in the field have recommended the paper, weighted by the reputations of the recommenders. So it's a recursive algorithm. And then we have a newsfeed that accelerates discovery. So you upload a paper, and it goes out to, if you tag it. My background before studying academia was I did a PhD in philosophy at Oxford. So if I upload a paper in philosophy, it goes out to about 1 million people who've tagged themselves as following philosophy. Overall, since we launched, about 20 million papers have been uploaded to academia. We think there are about 100 million papers ever written. About 30 million people come to the site every month to access papers and access the profiles of people. Half of our audience is academic. So this is a table showing a breakdown of our most active universities. So for example, Oxford, 47% of the faculty are active on a monthly basis on academia. Cambridge, 34, Princeton, 29, Berkeley, 22, Harvard, 21, Yale and Stanford, 20 and 16. Half of the audience is public. We'd introduce this feature where when you're downloading a paper, because we have such a large monthly audience and a good chunk of them are not academics, we wanted to know how are the public using these papers, what are they downloading these papers for? We introduced this feature where you can leave a reason why you're downloading the paper, which gets sent back to the author, and then they can engage in actually some dialogue over our messaging feature. And so we get about 30,000 of these colorful we call them reader messages every day. And people leave their job title. So you can search for jobs. So for example, here are some I pulled out. An African diplomat downloaded a paper saying his reason was regionalism impacts on African integration. An architect saying, I'm working on an architectural preservation projects. A homeschooling parent, I want to give this paper to my son for exercises. A journalist saying, I'm currently producing a short video about the reclamation of the marshes and their subsequent desiccation. And a doula, I teach a class on circumcision. I want to be able to provide couples with accurate information on both sides of the argument so they can make an informed decision. So that really is the vision of open access. It's breaking down the barriers that used to exist between the very small number of people who had access to elite knowledge and everyone who basically funded the knowledge in the first place. And so it really is sort of leaking back into the population at large. Our business model is a premium subscription service, costs $100 a year. We offer various features that a percentage of our users upgrade for. Mentions, you can upgrade to see who's of the 25,000 papers are being uploaded per day. You can see which of them mention your name, which of them are citing you. Readers tells you who's reading your papers. Advanced search gives you full text search. Expand analytics is things like what departments and what are your top universities and top departments that are accessing your research. Revenue's grown about 7x in the last year. We've raised $33 million in total, most recently in a Series C from Tencent. Our goal is to get online every single paper ever written on the internet, available for free, peer-reviewed by the community. If you have any questions, thoughts, just want to connect with me, please do. We have like a minute left. If anyone has a burning question, please put your hand up, otherwise we'll move to the next speaker. Yeah.
Are you based in London?
We're based in San Francisco. Yeah. I did my PhD at Oxford and had the idea for Academia at the end of the PhD, and then I thought, well, move to San Francisco and start the company there. We launched in September '08. Yeah, it's all sort of user-generated. So there are probably by now about 2 million user-generated research interests. And when you sign up, you can follow a research interest, and that will give you all the papers in your newsfeed that are tagged with that research interest. Thank you.